Hi, church. I just wanted to connect with you today a little bit about family discipleship. There's been a lot of questions of children's ministry and how we plan to do that at this point. And really the most effective thing that we can do as a church is just having that discipleship take place within our families. And so I wanted to provide you with a couple of resources today that I found really helpful and are really solid. And so the first of those it's called the New City Catechism. And it's been around for several years now, but it goes back and it takes a lot of material from some of the older catechisms of the Reformation, and it puts it into a really easy to use format. And so it's a series of 52 questions and answers. So the idea would be you go through one a week over the course of a year. If you don't have to do that, you can go to faster pace if you wanted to. It's a great resource. In addition to the question and answers, it has a scripture passage to read together. It has commentary for adults. And then in addition to that, it also has songs for kids that really help them learn it and remember it. Something else that's really neat about it has an adult text or an older student text, as well as a kid's text of it. So that the kids version is going to be shorter, easier to remember for them, while the student and adult version is going to be longer and more helpful for further study that way. So it's a great resource, and I want to talk a little bit about that. So when you open up the app, it'll bring up the question and answer portion of it. So here we have question 2, which is what is God? And if you click show answer, it then shows the answer of it. And then at the bottom there, if you click on that bottom left icon, it'll bring up the scripture reading for the day, and you can do that together as a family. And then once you close out of that and go back to the main menu, you can go to the bottom again in the middle. It'll bring up the commentary that you can read for further study. Then if you click over on the right there, it'll bring up the prayer that you can say together as a family as well. If you go up to the settings in the upper right hand corner, you can then change it to go into the children's mode, and this will shorten up the questions and the answers. It'll also enable a song function, and so we'll see that here. So same question, but instead it's shortened up, making it easier for kids to memorize. And then the very bottom right in the children's mode, you have the song, so it brings up the option to play those. And I do know of one little boy who really enjoys those.
How many persons are there in God? There are 3 persons in one God.
The other resource that we have is called God's Big Story. It's a podcast from the Village Church. We listened to one yesterday, and it was just really helpful. They just approached the story that they looked at in such a helpful way, and would really encourage you to consider listening to them with your kids. They're great for young kids all the way up until probably 4th or 5th grade. So you can find that, again, it's God's Big Story, and you can find that on wherever you find your podcast. So I hope is between these 2 resources, and then there's also a lot of other information out there, a lot of other good resources. If you want more, let me know. And remember that we do have that subscription to Right Now Media, and so you are able to access that library for you and your family whenever you want. And so there's quite a bit of good material on there too. But if you do have any questions about that, please give me a call. I'd love to talk with you. So thanks. Bye.